Netanyahu is watching Ankara. If Turkish troops enter, we will be sidelined. Concerns about Turkey are growing in the Israeli press. The Netanyahu government is uncomfortable with Ankara playing a decisive role in the international force plan currently on their agenda for Gaza. The Israeli media reflected the growing unease in Tel Aviv by putting the assessment if Turkish troops enter the field, Israel will be sidelined on the front page. The Israeli press headlined its analysis with Turkey's rising influence in the Middle East. The analysis, titled "If Trump Supports Erdogan's Peace Force in Gaza, Israel May Find Itself Sidelined," discussed the planned international stabilization force in Gaza and Turkey's participation. The article included assessments by the Turkish ambassador and U.S. Special Representative for Syria Tom Barrack. According to Haaretz and Jerusalem Post, Turkey's critical role in the international force in Gaza represents a strategic turning point for both the U.S. and regional actors. Security sources speak to Turkey newspaper. According to Akif Bulbul's exclusive report, security sources made the following statements regarding the planned international force in Gaza. "The Americans really want us to be there, but Israel is opposed. The White House administration is pressuring Israel to allow Turkish military presence, because as one of the guarantors of the ceasefire, we need to be there. It's not the end of the world if we're not there. The presence of countries like Indonesia, Azerbaijan, and Pakistan is equivalent to our being there. Asterisk, our units are ready. We have prepared every type of unit that may be needed. The moment someone says, 'Let the units that will carry out the mission come,' we can immediately form a unit in a modular fashion." While it is clear that Turkey is one of the countries working hardest for a ceasefire and coordinating prisoner exchanges, you cannot say, "Let no Turkish soldiers come." If you say that, it means you don't want this mission to succeed. You intend to continue the genocide. Alarm bells ring in Israel. Speaking to the Jerusalem Post, Israeli commentator Tzvi Echeskeli made the following claims after the Gaza talks between Turkey and the U.S. Turkish forces have completed their preparations and are awaiting orders. Any Arab or international force entering the Strip will not face Hamas, bringing the Turks to Gaza about a century after they left the region would be a historic mistake. Concern in Israel, the F-35 and Con balance. Meanwhile, an analysis by Haaretz, an opposition publication in Tel Aviv, recall that U.S. President Donald Trump had spoken of readmitting Turkey to the F-35 program. The article stated that Israeli officials were concerned that Saudi Arabia's purchase of F-35s would weaken their air superiority, while Turkey was preparing to purchase some of these aircraft. It also highlighted that Turkey is in talks with Egypt regarding the sale of Turkish-made Con fighter jets. Trump-Erdogan rapprochement upsets Israel. Haaretz reported that during his recent meeting with Erdogan, Trump praised Turkey's Syria policy and said significant achievements had been made. The analysis reiterated that Erdogan and Trump are also aligned on Syria's future as a unified country. Trump reprimanded Netanyahu. It was reported that Trump's reprimand of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over the bait-sin operation in the Golan Heights caused unease in Tel Aviv. From mediation to guarantee, Turkey takes on a new role. Haaretz drew attention to the Trump Declaration for Lasting Peace and Prosperity signed in Sharm el-Sheikh in October. The declaration was signed by Trump, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Egyptian President Sisi, and the Emir of Qatar. The newspaper wrote that with this signature, Turkey is now not only a mediator but also one of the guarantors of the Gaza plan. According to Haaretz's conclusion, if Trump is convinced by Ankara's plan, Israel may find itself on a new path to conflict. This time, Israel's cards may be weaker than those held by Erdogan. New Mossad Director Goffman's controversial scenario. Another subject of criticism in Israel is Roman Goffman, whom Netanyahu appointed as the new Mossad director. Goffman's 2019 academic paper at the National Security College includes a noteworthy scenario. If Iran approaches nuclear weapons, Israel will threaten to spread nuclear weapons throughout the region. The U.S., Russia, and China will be involved in the process. Each power will take one of the critical countries such as Saudi Arabia, Egypt, or Turkey, under its wing and provide controlled nuclear transfer to these countries. This will establish a new multipolar strategic balance in the region. Goffman's appointment as head of Mossad, despite his lack of intelligence background, has sparked controversy in Israel.